Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to Morgan Mirror Studios, and today's the day that we have all been waiting for, even though I haven't said anything about it. But anyways, today I'm going to be filming a collection tour and showing all of you the unhealthy amount of plastic horses that I have in my household. I'm going to be doing my shelves in my room and my shelves outside, and I'm even going to be showing some of you guys my customs, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so starting in the shelves in my room, I'm gonna start with the top shelf and then pan down. Okay, so up at the top, I have Skippy John Jones, my gray Oldenburg. He's so pretty, I love him, except he did come up with a couple shiny marks, but that didn't really bother me. And then we have a little stablemate on the other side of him, and a little kitten, if my camera will focus. There we go. Next to him, we have, call it focus please. There we go. And Zeus, one of my very first model horses. And then he has a little miniature mini Zeus and a bear. Because I went to Hobby Lobby one time and I found a bunch of like tiny little bears, and I was just like, you're coming home with me. Okay. And up in the front here is Annabeth with her cute little neck rope, and then some little things in the front. I have a cat, a Stitch with a pineapple, and then a cow. Starting in the front with these two stablemates, I have Shelburne and then the little black regular run stablemate from 2023. Up here is Whiteout, one of my holy grails. I found her at Briarfest last year. Next to her is Snoopy with a little stablemate up at the front and a sushi cat. And then here is Moonwatcher, a balloon animal, and another little bear. And then in the end, and not in the end, that sounds depressing. On the end is JJ. Moving down to my second little row of plastic horses here, I have Applause. Right now, he's chilling in my room. He kind of sticks out just a little bit, if you get what I mean, but I couldn't find another spot for him when I got some ponies for Christmas, so I had to do some rearranging. So he's vibing on this shelf until I find a better spot to put him. And then I have my two Othellos. This is Tilly with my VIP wristband. Up in the front, I have a purple bear, a little elephant, and a rubber chicken, because, like, why not? And over here in the corner is my Vaporeon Funko Pop and a little cat. And then up in the front, I know a lot of people hate this horse with a burning passion, but honestly, to me, he's special. I don't know why, probably because he's the first horse that I bought secondhand, and I just love his dabbling. His name is Marvelous Jim. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention you, but if I did, sorry. We're looking at him again. This is Poseidon. I found him at an antique shop with a little corner that has a bunch of briars. I have several horses in my collection that came from that shop. And then he has this little stablemate next to him that looks freakishly similar to him, so they get to stand next to each other. Up in the very center of my shelf, I have a little dragon. Two adorable little pigs came from the same antique shop as he did. And then I have two little stablemates. 3 out of 4 came from Briarfest. My stablemate, out of all my little stablemates that I have in my collection, is this guy. He's so cool. He has mapping. He's a roan. He's got feathers in his mane. He has different colored eyes. I love him. I saw him and I was just like, you're coming home with me. Next to him, I have my mini Fireheart from the Best of Briarfest series. And then up here is Boogie. It's kind of hard to see his dapples, but he has a lovely paint job with really pretty shading and some lovely dapples on his barrel, but oh, hello. I see myself in his gloss. Okay, but moving on, here is Firestar next to Boogie. They make a really nice conga. And then in the center of them, I have a little stablemate and a very adorable little kitty. And then I have my two duendes. Here's Arctic, aka Prince Arctic, Rockstar, and then up in the front I have whatever this thing is, a Toothless, which is facing that way for some reason. Let's just fix that. And then two little cats. They look exactly like Jane and Sylvie. It's the playfulness and the chumby and like the chonkiness, but they're just the wrong color. I'm gonna have to kneel down for this one. And then here I have my little dresser with my ever-growing troubadour conga, and then I have Pelegro, aka Blueberry, and Mini Blueberry, two little squishies. I have 3 little Morgan stablemates. I really like this mold, except it's kind of wonky. One eye's a little higher than the other, but I like it anyway. I think it's adorable. And then here we have my number one, my favorite in my collection, my holy grail, even though in my collector check short I said all of them were my favorite. I lied, he's my favorite. The moment that I set eyes on this guy, I was looking on this website called Pick Click, which is basically like a website that surfs eBay or whatever, and I saw him and I was just like, I need to have this horse. So after a while of saving, I found one for a good price, and he is now in my household, and I love him dearly. And next to him, we have Snowbird, who I never bothered to change his name. I have a Reggie custom that I painted. The only reason he's not with my other customs is so I could put him in my Troubadour conga, and this very sloppy Reggie custom on the Stuttering Warm Blood stablemate mold that I should probably get rid of, but I just didn't. Two little bears, a cat in a tissue box, and then moving up we have Banjo. He has the most adorable little baby snip that's, I mean, not as cute as Reggie's, of course, but it's still very adorable. And then next to him, tell me why I named him Duende, but I did. Moving outside now. I'm going to start with this shelving unit here. So here I have my little jumping pony, Simon, going over the patch of jump with some very interesting dapples. And then here I have Blake with a little scarf, Ezra, and then I have my Geronimos. I love the Geronimo mold so much. I don't know what's about it. I think it's just adorable to me. So here is Festus, Apollo, and Twinkie. Look at his paint job. He's just chef's kiss. And then up in the front I have two little stablemates and this mini Winnie. Moving down, I have Ethan. I found him at Grand Nationals. I love this horse so much. It's the mold is adorable. I love the stance. I love the airplane ears. It's just, I love it. He's so stinky cute. I have this little cat up in the front. And then I have my mini saddlebred conga, thanks Briarfest, and a little glossy saddlebred that was one of the event stablemates, and the saddlebred mini Winnie. So starting here, we have Scooby and Shaggy. That one's Scooby. I think that one's Scooby, that one's Shaggy. I named them after the color of the ribbons. I thought I was really clever doing that. And then over here I have Euro and a little galloping stablemate, Mark and Rocco. I might sell Rocco soon, but I'm gonna wait until he's more valuable, which he might never will be, but we'll get there eventually. Moving down, I have my two little Conameras and my weather girl, Enola Holmes. I love Enola Holmes so much, except I picked her up at the Clarion and she was warped, but I have yet to fix her because I'm still kind of terrified that'll ruin her paint job. But I'll probably fix her warped like eventually. She stands fine. She's just tilted. And then I have Pumpkin Spice, everything nice with her little juicy bracelet around her neck. And then I have Vanilla, and up in the front I have a little stablemate Arabian, a Stitch in an inner tube, and then this little Andalusian, I think. What are you? I don't even know where you came from, or see, I don't think he's even on Identify Your Briar. In the next cube over here, I have my two Peterstones, my only Peterstones. I love my Peterstones. I feel very fancy with Peterstones in my collection. Ginger, I found her at Briarfest, and then I have Clooney. I got him secondhand. He's in a nice little gloss color with, he's just pretty all around the clock. Up in the front, I have two little stablemates. And then here is Kibbley. I know in the books that Kibbley is a boy and this horse is a mare, but like, it's okay. The name fits. That's all that matters. Down here in these two cubes, I have my mare and full sets. The stablemates, these two did not come together at all, but I just display them together because I think they look cute together. So starting over here, I have Belle and Lily, and then I have Evie and Zeke. Over here, I have Glacier and Crystal, the two little Lipizans. I think the Lipizan full mold is absolutely adorable. Like, look at that little face. I feel like he'd be like super spicy in person though. And then I have my Misty and Stormy. Down here on the bottom, I have Winter Song, and then this very old Briar that my first horse trainer gave to me that is just wearing Christmas tack because, like, why not? And then over here, I have Highlander, don't know what his name is, and then I think this is like Winter Wonderland or something. I love the owls on his tack, very cute. moving up to my next little bookshelf shelving unit thingamajig, I have my two little Morgans, Fairfax, and you don't have a name, but it's okay. And I have my little polo pony from last year's collector club. It's still hard to fathom that it's already 2024, like, woo! Up in the front, I have some little Gypsy Vanner stablemates, and then here I have Professor Shelby Oberon, Toro, and I never gave you a name. Comment down below what should this polo pony's name be. And then here I have my Shenandoah Conga plus Jazz and Kindle. The reason that they're broken up like this is, so I have my braided Shenandoahs and then my loose mane Shenandoahs. I couldn't fit all four of them in one cube, and I like to display them at a slant so you can see their pretty coat colors. And I could fit three, but then this one of them would have to be by itself. So I displayed them 2 and 2. So moving over here, we have Hercules, Ajax, Jazz, up in the front. This very adorable little kit on the kit mold, whatever breed that is, it just left my brain. A little bluebird and this adorable little mini Winnie. Over here we have King George III and Sherbet. My friend named him. I love the name Sherbet. It's not sherbet like the ice cream, it's Sherbet because we're a fancy French boy. Don't even know if that's a French accent, but it doesn't matter. Up in the front I have a little dragon, a duck, this adorable Teamster. I love this model so much. I love the color and I love the mold. He's very cute. And then Kindle. In the middle cube, on the end, we have Jack Frost with his little America neck rope. We have the OG mare Bella. I just call her Bella. We have Belle and Bella. That's not confusing at all. Then we have Sadie, a Collecta Pokemon California Golden Coast. And then we have Blackberry, and then two little sport horses, one from a regular run set stablemate, and then one from the Best of Briarfest set, and then Asher on the end. My cat's very intently listening to me doing my collection tour. I just think it's funny. On the bottom shelf, we have this very unorganized cube with Totalis, a Hackney pony, Bluebell ice cream, and Patrick, and this random stablemate. He's a little, I've had this thing since I was like 3. He's a little worn down. And what on earth is the lighting doing? It's making him look blue, but he's not. He's just normal white. And then we have a Stitch in the front. Over here, I have Latte and Mocha. It's an adorable little stablemate Mini Winnie. And then last, but most definitely not least, on this shelving unit at least, is Boomer and Sooner. There's more over here. My bottom shelf over here is primarily just customs and soon-to-be customs. So let's start here. This adorable little Mini Winnie that I customized, Mako, my very first custom ever, Portia. This custom that I never got around to finishing that I started about this time last year with like soulless eyes. She's kind of scary, but maybe sometime I should pull her out and finish her. This little Arabian that I customized, and then I have these 3, and my little Andalusian custom, Lloyd, and then I have this little horse that I customized at Briarfest, and then over here I just have my bodies, that one, a Mini Winnie that's dead, and then I have my 3 either in progress or soon to be customs, and I have a bunch of bodies over here, 2 little Freedoms and Deer, and old customs that we're not gonna look at those. They're not bonita. But up here I have my last few Briars, a painting and a sticker my friends made for me, a rubber duck, and then I have Sadie and Choco, both with their little neck ropes. Well, not really. That isn't really a neck rope, but it can be a neck rope in this universe. A little stablemate, Van, my Gypsy Vanner, jean jacket, Picasso, Vivo, and this little Stretch Morgan on the end. And then I have my two rearing stablemates because it just fits. We have all our spicy rearing ponies and a rubber duck and a turtle in the front. And that was my full collection tour. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please consider liking and subscribing to helping this channel grow, and I'm looking forward to possibly meeting some of you guys at Briarfest. I'm super excited for Briarfest, but anyways, I hope you guys have a amazing day, and bye-bye!